What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Montana Method podcast. Once again, your host, as always, Nelson Rodriguez Jr., author of Montana Method. Today, here with a very special guest, Samantha Gill, my friend, Sam G.
That's me.
Very interesting story on how we reconnected. We've known each other for going on 20 years now. Holy shit.
Estamos viejos.
I hadn't
Oye,
seen her in a very
todavía
long
no
time.
tengo cana.
Yeah.
No tengo cana
No,
todavía.
We're
pero
not that old, bro. Come on.
I honestly, Montana, feel like I'm 323 years old.
Damn, dog. Well, you got to tell me your secrets because you look great for someone that's over 300 years old.
Papo, el secreto es change lives.
There you go.
Make an impact.
All right, so we'll get the show started in a second. Elijah, kick the intro.
I've been out here hustling all my life. Every day we get into it. Really out here in these streets. That's day and night. Like there's nothing to it. When I was going through it, dog, I never got your call. I never asked for nothing, no. But now I want it all. I promise I'ma do it. Came from rags to riches. Rags to riches. Came from rags to riches. Rags to riches. Came from rags.
Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. So, life is funny, right? You were like the last person I thought I'd ever see again.
You didn't even recognize
I didn't recognize you at all.
You didn't know who I was. Like
I didn't.
You didn't even know me.
No, because I didn't connect Sam G with Samantha Gill. I was just going you. And then
My alter egos.
So Ross spoke to, who was it? Who was the person?
So
how was it again that this all happened?
This all happened because we were putting together an event, Brunch with a Purpose, which we're going to have another Brunch with a Purpose on June 30th. So if anyone wants to join, you came out, so you know how amazing and successful that event is.
Definitely.
But one of my mentees, so I'm a mentor. That's one of my jobs besides being a janitor.
You're funny. You're not a janitor, bro.
I clean all day. I make happen.
I relate.
So I'm a comedian as well.
You're very funny. You're super entertaining. I'll give you that. That's for sure.
Someone told me, I've been with you for 15 minutes and I've never laughed so much in my life.
That's a gift.
He said, I think you could get paid to be a comedian.
100%.
I was like, okay, I quit my job. I quit. I got fired. I got fired a few weeks in February, the ending of February. I'm jobless right now. I have no job.
You're unemployable. That's different. It's not the same.
Unemployment didn't even want to employ me. Okay? It took me a month to try to get unemployment. But let me tell you about me.
Of course.
So my name is Samantha, and I go by Sam G. Sam G came about because I used to be a finance manager at Mercedes-Benz, and whenever I would speak to the banks, I would write notes in the system, and then I would write my name at the end so they knew who it was.
Right.
And instead of writing Samantha Gill, I put Sam G. And then, so I was a finance manager for long time, and I quit. You want the real story?
Sure.
The raw story?
Sure.
This is nowhere. No one knows.
It's an exclusive. I've been known for giving very special stories that are heard nowhere else. So you're very fitting for Montana Method.
I actually love the name.
Thank you.
Like, Nelson and everyone watching, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm an entrepreneur. So honestly, I have Nest of Love, which is my main baby.
Right.
Then I have Sam G Capital and I have Sam G Promotions. So I quit my job because I had gotten a DUI. And for some reason, my case got closed and they
Okay.
opened a new case.
Hmm.
So what that means is I went to jail for one case, but not the other. So then they had an arrest warrant for me.
Okay.
So I'm like terrified. I don't know if you know, but you get a hardship license. So you can only drive to like work,
Work.
school,
And back, yeah.
whatever, you know, the basics.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like my boss and everybody knew that I had gotten arrested and I lied. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I should have Ubered. I know I should have lifted. I know I should not have been drinking and driving. Like, I'm not stupid. But he asked me stay over my house. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, no.
Yeah, I get you.
So I got a DUI, quit my job because I didn't want more problems.
Right.
I didn't want the cops come and get me at my job because I have an arrest warrant and then my boss snitches on me or something. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
get
So I said, you know what? I'm going to take care of myself because for you, I'm just an employee. But for me, this is my livelihood. This is my life. Okay? And I know it's my fault and I hold myself accountable for my actions.
Right.
But actions have consequences.
100%.
And that's how I started SamG Promotions. So SamG Promotions is pretty much, I do all type of like marketing material. Anything marketing, I'm your girl. I even create like our own, like I do sublimation. I could do screen printing. I learned all of this stuff. Mind you, all I knew was a car dealership life.
Right.
That's all I knew. That's all I know. But damn sure that's all I need to know because I could sell water to the ocean. So I started SamG Promotions. At that time, I was working at Mercedes-Benz and also doing marketing for like nightclubs. So when everybody's going out, having fun and drinking and doing whatever, I was making money. Everything about me was, how am I going to be better every single day? How can I maximize every single day? I was making $250,000 at 26 years old.
Wow.
I had $100,000 saved. So I took a chance on myself. I'm like, I have no kids. I have no man. I have nothing. I have a fucking amazing brain. So I was commission based.
Right.
What that means is if I don't produce,
You don't make money.
I don't make money. So they give me a draw of $3,000 or $4,000 that you got to pay back. Then you get paid.
Correct.
Okay. So I was like, if I can make this company minimum, I'm a professional yapper, by the way. I talk a lot. My strongest muscle is my tongue and my brain. And my brain. That's it. I told you I'm a comedian.
You are. You're very entertaining. You're many things, but you're not boring.
Excuse me. No, I'm just kidding. But
You're really not, but okay.
So I like for people to know, like, listen, in life, you're either smiling or you're frowning. You're happy or you're sad.
Yep.
Pain, pleasure. Laughter, sorrow.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's a choice that you make every single day.
100%.
I choose to make people smile. I choose to make people laugh because I'm suffering from mental illness. So I was explaining to you earlier, which is another secret, but it's about time I talk about it. You know, everybody sees me as like, they have like this image of me that I'm just a perfectionist and I get shit done and I'm a powerful successful young lady.
Which is very common, believe it or not. Many people who are dealing with a lot of personal issues, health issues, to the
I
world.
compare myself to Yeezy. So my new name
That's a good.
is Sam Yee. You heard it first, right here. That's one of my alter egos.
That's a good comparison because he's on top of the world. He's a music legend. He's some people call him the greatest rapper ever.
Listen,
But he's dealing with a lot of personal demons. A lot.
a lot.
A lot of
So
personal
the
stuff.
reason why he is because he's a child of God.
Mm.
And when you're a follower of God, which I am, I pray for 2 hours a day, every single day. Nobody knows that about me. I was baptized as a kid, Catholic, rebaptized myself as an adult, as a Christian. However, I just believe in God. I don't want to conform to any religion. If anything, I want to be a Jew.
But being Jewish is a religion.
If I had to choose,
Oh, if you had to choose. Okay, got it. Okay.
I'd choose that. But I have a relationship with God. And the only reason why I'm successful, and I don't worry about anything. Literally. Because I'm doing life with God. And when you do life with God, you're a prophet. It's unimaginable.
You're right.
So, yeah, I started Nest of Love because I was doing the home marketing thing. And coincidentally, I had a lot of followers, by the way. I had like 10K or more followers. And my Instagram got hacked.
It's not the first time
This is not the first time. It just happened to me yesterday, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to be upset, guys. We're going to choose happiness.
It's all right. Whatever you lose, you can get back. If you lose it, it's worthless. If you can lose something, it's not worth anything. If you can't lose it.
Pero todavía tengo la menta y lo perdí.
No. That's what I'm saying. Things that are irreplaceable,
that's actually really interesting.
Your mentality, your mindset, your heart.
What they're saying is very powerful.
It is. Your soul. Those things that are irreplaceable, those are the things you should cherish.
Tangible items?
Tangible material possessions are bullshit. Eso mierda. Who cares? I broke my Rolex. I scratched my rim. I crashed my car. Who cares? I'll get a new one. I'll get 5 of them.
You know that I was in a fatal car accident.
I remember.
March 16th.
I remember. Near fatal.
Listen,
Near fatal.
I'm here because God has a purpose for me. He has a plan. And let me tell you, his plan is a lot of work.
That's okay.
But I'm enjoying every second of it.
Only the people that work for it are worthy of it.
That's the only boss I want.
What I can tell you is so many people are entitled. Oh, I deserve this. Oh, I deserve that. What do you deserve? We're all human beings, and we're all born naked and
deserves? Afraid. Correct. You know who deserves a little bit more credit? Men.
That could be said.
I feel like men are underappreciated. Women take and take and take and take and ask and ask and ask and ask and ask. But I don't really hear oftentimes like women offering, or I'll tell you some of the craziest things I've done for my ex-boyfriends.
I can imagine.
I bought one of them a Phantom, a Rolls Royce Phantom cash.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard.
I bought my dad a Rolex.
Wow.
I bought one of my other ex-boyfriends a car, his first car. I've bought
anything you can imagine. That's pretty wild.
I'm stupid.
No.
You know why I do it?
You're not stupid.
You know why I do it?
Because you love them and you care about them, and you don't doing something. Have you read the 5 love languages, the book? Of course. So acts of service to me are more important than money.
Correct.
So the act of doing something for them, objects of affection, or anything to show that person, like, look, listen, I got you, I love you. That is worth more to you than whatever it costs.
But that wasn't why I did it.
Okay. Why did you do it?
Because I could. I want to say, so I have a lot of theories. I think I'm a philosopher. Okay. So that's why I chose philanthropy. Someone that I have a lot of respect for is Kris Jenner.
Okay.
and the fact that she created a whole bunch of millionaires. That's my goal.
She's super slept on. She's super slept on. Everybody looks at
That
Kim.
woman told me.
Yeah.
You know what she told me? You got this. You know what that feels like?
I could imagine.
I don't even think you can.
You're probably right.
People should go ahead and watch our video. So Nest of Love is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. I do mentorship and leadership for young women and girls. So I like to help single mothers. I like helping people in need, women, girls. I mean, I help men too, don't get me wrong. But I chose women because I feel like we invest in our women, we change our world. You know, women are magic. We are magical creatures.
Very much.
And we are phenomenal. And the only thing I see is that a lot of women are more in competition rather than collaboration. And that's where I have an issue.
You're right.
Women
dress up for each other, not for men. That's what people get
surgery into.
That's for other women.
It's for women.
100%.
It's not. It's not for the man.
People think, oh my
Oye,
God.
hombre, no me, no. It ain't your booty, it's your beauty. You know what I'm saying? Men are simple creatures. I've worked with men my whole life, so I understand men more than women. That's why I said
we're very simple. And it's funny because most
you
women
know what? I think I'm a man, so that's why I laugh about my name, Samantha.
That's a good way to say it.
I'm telling you, I'm simple. Feed me, fuck me, and what?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's that fucking simple for me.
For those of you that don't know where that's from a Chris Rock comedy special called Bigger and Blacker. Go watch it. It's very funny.
I love to laugh.
Yo.
You know who I think is hilarious? Kevin Hart.
He's funny.
And he's a businessman.
Yeah. Very successful one.
Fucking Melissa McCarthy.
She's funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Horrible Bosses?
I have. Super funny.
Super funny.
Yeah.
Meet the Millers. Oh. Listen, I don't watch TV. But when I do watch things, I do it for educational purposes. So I like to learn. And I'm a kinesthetic learner. What that means is I learn
by doing things.
By doing things.
Right.
So can you imagine what type of child I was?
Very hyperactive, to say the least.
My mom was very busy.
God bless her soul.
Listen. God blessed me with her because nobody else would have wanted me. I'm telling you. My little sister, one of my little sisters. So I have 4 sisters.
Wow.
2 on my dad's side, 2 on my mom's side.
Are you the oldest?
I am the fucking
oldest. Wow. Oh, 5 girls? Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that's too much estrogen. That's way too much estrogen.
At least I'm some type of testosterone.
I'll give you that. You're a little more edgy than the average woman, for sure.
I'll tell you one thing, though. If my mom could teach people how to be a girl, like if... that's why I'm doing mentorship. Because of what she taught me. What she embedded in me. No crying. Emotional intelligence. I learned that shit as a kid.
Very important. That's a big one. Most people have the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old.
I cannot even imagine.
How many people do you see that freak the fuck out when things don't turn out their way? When the fuck does anything turn out your way in life? On your first try? Never.
You want to laugh?
Isn't it?
You want to laugh?
Yeah. Tell me.
I'm going to tell you the funniest joke ever.
Go for it.
I have 3 businesses. I haven't made a business plan for none of them.
You're wild. Just running and gunning, shooting from the hip. That's very your style, though. That's very Samantha Gill.
I'm an Aries.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm into zodiac.
I'm fire. I'm fire sign.
Yes, so am I. I'm a Leo.
Believe it or not, though, some part of me has to be a water. Because I flow.
You have to.
That's how I live life. I believe that we are plants.
You and me are similar in the fact that we're putting out fires all day. So in order to put out a fire, you have to have water.
Oh, yeah, man.
No, seriously. I feel you 100%. I'm putting out fires all day. When people ask me what I do for a living, sometimes I'm like, I'm a firefighter. They're like, what?
I'm going to start saying that one too.
The janitor one is good though.
It really is, right? I used to say that at Mercedes. I got in trouble. When they wrote me up.
It was because you said you were a janitor?
You are telling customers and people that you're a janitor? I'm like, it's a fucking joke. I don't find that funny. Well, then like, okay, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
Why can't I refer to... That's like saying I'm calling myself a bitch. I am a bitch.
No, you're not.
I am. And I'm okay with that. I don't get fucked over. I mean, I do. I just got my Instagram robbed. Whatever. The point is, I stand up for myself. I set boundaries.
No, that's not being a bitch. That's just not being a punk. It's two different things.
Ooh, I like that.
No, seriously.
Perception. That's good.
Well,
let's get back to my story.
Sure.
So I got a DUI. I got arrested.
You quit your
went
job.
to jail. Quit my job.
And you still had
started
an arrest warrant. How'd you get that cleared up?
Babu, soy guanida y yo resuelvo. I'm a problem solver.
Mm.
That's where I differentiate myself from other women.
Mm.
I bring solutions, not problems.
Mm.
The stress-free life, baby. I have bipolar psychosis. I cannot get stressed. Because then I have an episode. What is an episode? I detach from reality. It's hard being me. Because I'm hyperactive. I have a lot of fun. Like, I'm smart. I'm intelligent. It's, depression is real.
It is.
And it was, I've had this my whole life. But it got worse now. And I've had more episodes. So a few days before my car accident that I had on March 16th, I was hospitalized.
Wow.
And I really think I fell asleep on the wheel. Like, I had that accident and it woke me up. It made me slow down.
Sometimes God does those things to us to realize.
I'm not even mad.
Yeah, seriously. I've had things like that happen to me in my life where I'm like, man, this is crazy. But it made me take a step back and analyze my life from a different angle and be like, oh, that's why that happened to me. Because I was going 1,000 miles an hour and I needed to stop, like full stop. And the only thing that was going to make me stop was something crazy like a car accident or going to prison. You know what I mean?
I got my ass beat after. My so-called, a girl that I called my best friend beat me up out of jealousy. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's wild.
Jealousy, envy, hate. Like, what? Why would you beat me up if I had surgery on my cosmetic surgery? Like, they couldn't stitch me regular because of where it was. Like, right here on my eye, right here on my nose. Like, they brought a cosmetic surgeon guy to come and do it. But anyway, so I was doing marketing for the nightlife. So before Booby Trap on the River became Booby Trap on the River, I was
doing that,
making their kitchen. I told them to change the style. So I was like, now that it's popping, I was like, oh, change your DJ. The girls have to dress different. Treat this like the New York clubs. Go to New York. Go to the New York strip clubs and come back and bring that shit here. Guarantee you this place will be a hit. Because it's on the river. So both can pull up.
Yeah.
That shit was a money pit. I was like, ka-ching!
Yeah.
Sign me up. So imagine I was doing 2 jobs. And I got sick of it. I was like, you know what? Because I was trying to see what else I want to learn. Like, I got tired of the car business. I mastered that shit. I am a master saleswoman. Like,
isn't it crazy how many people get stuck in that life? Like,
no. 26 years old making $250,000? Hello.
I feel you, but there's people I personally know people who have been in car sales like 10, 15 years, and I'm like, bro, that's supposed to be like a transition.
Yeah,
You,
it's
you go there to
a
master a
means
skill.
to an.
You
And that's
yes,
exactly what I did.
you
Let
go,
me tell you something.
you go there to master a skill, save up money, and plan for the next phase of your life.
I didn't fucking save money.
It's
Yo
all
estaba
right.
comprando
That's
Rolls
what-
Royce, Rolex.
Well, now you know. But for anyone out there, if you're considering like a massive shift in life, go get into sales,
Yes.
master a skill,
Listen,
make money,
what
save
is
it
the
up, and then
one
you'll be ready
reason-
for the next phase of your life.
what is the one reason businesses fail?
They fail for several reasons.
With no sales, babe, you have nothing.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I believe you're selling one of three things: product, service, or yourself.
You're always selling yourself. No matter
Ese
what.
primero.
Look at personal branding. Look at what that's happened on like what it's done on Instagram and all that stuff. You're selling an image, you know? It's super key nowadays. People don't understand that. When you're telling your kids, "Oh, go clean your room," you're selling. When you're telling your
I
kids, "Let's go to
know.
church,"
I
you're
know.
selling, right?
I know.
When you're telling your kids, "Go make your
But
bed,"
that's why when somebody says, "Oh, I don't want to be in sales,"
you already
you're
are.
fucking dumb.
When you're convincing your boyfriend to go eat at PF Chang's instead of going to eat at Chili's, you're selling.
No, they want to eat at the I don't know what I want restaurant.
No, but the mistake is simple there. The ones that are fucking up there are men. You know why? Because you don't ask a woman what she wants. You tell her and you go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there. No, bro.
preguntar.
Don't be asking nothing. Am I right or am I right?
No, you're correct.
I tell you, babe, we're going to, sexy
I don't want to
fish.
think about shit.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the mistake men are fucking making. Women have all this stuff going on. Make the decision. Move on. That's it.
That is what being a man is.
And that's exactly what being a man is. Yes, 100%. Make a decision and move on. That's it.
Yeah. I wish it was that simple.
It is that simple, but we as humans overcomplicate it.
Yeah, we self-inflict our own problems.
Hey, babe, I'm here at the Thai restaurant. What do you want from here? Don't say, hey, what do you want? No. Go somewhere, and when you're there, call her. Hey, you want Pai Thai? You want Thai donuts? There we go. Done.
One time. Listen.
Alrighty, guys. We're going to hear from our first sponsor, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. Taking a quick break from the podcast to bring you a word from our sponsor, Christian J. DePaz. Appreciate him for coming through. He offers a phenomenal service. Guys, you know I'm a big promoter of entrepreneurship, owning a company, starting a business, doing your own thing, and chasing your own dreams. But as the old saying goes, it takes money to make money. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Christian J. DePaz and what he does. He gets funding for new and startup businesses. Christian, tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you so much, bro,
Of course, bro.
for giving us the opportunity to come inside your podcast and help more entrepreneurs start their own business or scale their current businesses. So what we do here at Secure Funding is that we'll help you acquire anywhere between $50,000 to $150,000 at 0% interest rate business credit, so that you can once again start or scale your current business. So if you come here from our good friend Nelson, there's no other you're coming from, then we'll have him at the podcast and we'll take extra good care of you. With that being said, brother, thank you so much for bringing us on.
Of course. What are you waiting for, guys? Click the link in the bio. Back to the story. So you've done with the marketing stuff. Then what happens?
Yeah, whatever. I wanted to try something else. I wanted to see. I mean, that was all I knew. And I honestly felt like everything is going digital, right? So the internet is its own world. And I don't think people realize that. Like, you're living on Earth and then you're living metaphase, right? So we're already in this thing.
100%.
So I worked, bro, 70 to 90 hours a week. 4 days off in a month or 6 days off. What life is that?
Not much of a life, but there's seasons.
So I said, okay, you know what? If I'm producing $150,000 a month for this store, that's $1.8 million a year.
Right.
I'd rather work for myself. There's no cap.
If I can do that for somebody else, imagine what I could do for myself. Exactly. Exactly. See? Well, that's a question most people don't ever ask themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
people don't know what they want.
Nobody really knows what they want.
But you have to know that your wants and your desires are going to change
Throughout life, of course. It's normal.
Change is inevitable.
Change is the only inevitable thing in life. The only thing you're going to encounter no matter what before you die every day of your life is change. And it's funny because it's the one thing humans hate more than anything is change. They're so
I love it.
inflexible. Bro, people are like boards, like plywood. They're just so inflexible. What happens when you put stress on plywood? You snap it. Don't be like plywood. You got to be like water. Life changes all the time. So what does water do?
I believe
it
we're
changes
plants.
with life.
What do you think?
I believe we are the only species in existence that can adapt. That's what I believe. An animal doesn't really adapt to its environment. An
Yes,
animal
it does.
No. An animal, how do I explain this?
Creates.
The animal lives within the ecosystem that's created.
Okay.
It can evolve, but it has limits. We don't.
Bro, we don't.
We don't.
We set our own limits.
We can
like,
learn anything we want. We can apply anything we want.
Bro,
We can.
there's a really funny comment I have for that.
Mm.
Can I say it? It's
course.
vulgar.
I've cursed a few times already on this episode. Go for it.
All right. So there's a video, and it
Okay.
says, my parents never taught me how to do whatever.
Yeah.
Parents didn't teach you how to suck dick, but you suck dick. You learned that. Sorry, guys. I like to be real
Yeah.
and be honest. But anyways, so I was doing the whole marketing thing. I loved it because I became very known. Like, imagine being a drug dealer or whatever.
Something
and
along
being,
those lines,
you
yeah.
know, Scarface legally.
Right.
And a woman, a pretty smart woman that's going to change other people's lives.
Mm.
So I used influence for impact.
I like that.
So my friend, her name, I'm not going to say her name. Someone I was friends with, and I'm no longer friends with her. She
Okay.
was my business partner. We're no longer business partners. So she tells me, hey, twin, let's do a fundraiser for women that have been in domestic violent relationships.
Okay.
I'm not interested in that. I am very careful with how I talk, what I surround myself with. I don't like it. No man can put his hands on me.
Right.
One of us is going to the hospital, or both of us.
Mm.
So I said, let me think about this. Give me a few. Let me, play with the thought. I was helping a Dominican business come up, like get more clients and stuff. So she was planning on doing the event there. I went to a gala. I had never been to a gala. And it was a friend of mine. Well, he wasn't my friend, but my friend invited me, Jessica Marquez. Shout out to Jess. I love you, babe. She's the best. So she takes me to an event, and Bam from The Heat is the host.
That's cool.
And I'm like, oh my God, people have a heart here in Miami? No.
Mhm.
That's what I want to do. So I didn't have that. I want to be an entrepreneur. There's nobody in my family is an entrepreneur.
Mm.
I'm the black sheep of the family. But everybody looks up to me. They ask me where I want to eat all the time. Like if it's somebody's birthday and we're going to go out to eat, hey, Sam, where should we go? I'm the foodie, baby. Anyways, so I started Sam G Promotions because of my hardship license. If I got stopped by a cop, I needed to say I'm working.
I'm working.
I went back to my friend and I said, let's start a nonprofit for women empowerment. Let's mentor women. Let's help people. People need fucking help. A lot of people need help. Everybody's so caught up in the life and likes and comments, and Like, people don't even know what happiness looks like.
Most people have never really experienced happiness.
I am so happy.
That's amazing.
Nelson,
That's beautiful. It really is.
you have no idea how good I feel.
You know what I might have an idea because I think I feel the same way.
I can see it in your eyes.
Thank you. You know what I found out about happiness though? What is happiness? Like
For me, it's a state of mind,
right. So let's stay on that.
and it's an emotion.
Let's stay on track on that path. That means you can access it by choice.
Correct.
So happiness isn't like where I live or my material
No.
possessions.
I hate where I live.
So it's funny. There you go.
But now I change my perception, right? So I live in a space that 33 Road West, right? Master numbers, 33.
Mm.
I live in apartment 311, 11, master numbers.
That's my brother.
So I'm living on purpose. You know, there's no such thing as coincidences. There's no coincidence. You know, this is the third podcast I've ever been on. The most information I've ever shared, which I didn't want to air it here, but whatever. I started Nest of Love. I sat down with some lady and I started Nest of Love, and I asked my friend, when would you like to, you know, have like a grand opening, you know, promote? She's like, October. Mind you, we started September.
Mm.
I'm like, why? What do you mean? That's 1 month. We have to brand and plan an event? That's too much work, twin. You know what she said? You could do it. I know I can. But it's not going to be successful.
Mm.
Fundraiser. The point of it is to do what?
Raise funds. Of course.
And guess what we did not do?
Raise funds.
We wasted funds.
Mm.
I don't work like that.
Right.
So I have a video literally of her and I going out to eat lunch. And she was like, twin, you complicate shit so much. I just wanted to do one event. Now we're like doing this everything. And I was just like, dude, yeah. Live.
Mm.
We have one fucking life. What? Billions of people on earth, billions of dead people. None of us have the same fingerprint.
Mm. You're right.
I was born March 23rd. 23 is a legend number.
It definitely is.
Like who? Who are legends?
Michael Jordan, of course.
Who else?
I mean, there's a lot of legendary people.
With the 23 number? LeBron James?
LeBron James.
Come on.
Michael Jordan was first. That doesn't count.
It doesn't matter. They're both legends.
They are. You're very right. That is true.
Anyways, so I started it, and in less than 1 year, the community nominated me to be on the Ellen Show.
Wow.
We were on season premiere, season 13 premiere, and Kylie Jenner was my first sponsor.
Wow.
$750,000
Wow.
in less than 1 year off of an idea with no business plan.
That's awesome.
You have a good friend here.
I know. Or else you wouldn't be on this show.
I don't even know how I got here.
Well, it was on purpose. It wasn't by accident. I can tell you that much.
And I appreciate it. I really love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Never give up.
No. I don't know how to speak those words.
I wanted to give up.
That's normal. That's human instinct. When things it's our natural inclinity. We naturally incline to giving up when things get difficult. It's just a natural thing. Humans want to take the path of least resistance. We always want to take the path of least resistance. Always. Yes. That's
me.
embedded. Not you, because you're different. But naturally, even you and me, there's days where we're like, fuck,
That's
I
why I
don't
don't go to the
want to do
gym.
this. Point taken. There you go. See, that's why she doesn't go to the gym.
I do go to the gym. Just don't choose to go often. So yeah, I was on probation
Hmm.
when I went to Cali. I did not tell my probation officer.
That's wild.
Fuck it. Would you have taken a chance?
100%. Well, I wouldn't have had it.
You crazy? The
wouldn't-
opportunity of a lifetime.
I wouldn't have thought about it twice. 100%.
I didn't even think. Period. I didn't have money.
Mm.
My ex-boyfriend gave me money to go on that trip. Shout out to him. I paid him back.
That's good. That's nice of you.
I got $100,000 from Kylie Jenner.
Wow.
Nest of Love got $150,000. I brought 10 mentees, and each one of them received $50,000.
Wow.
You tell me if my mentorship is fucking successful or not.
I would say it is. I would definitely say it is, for sure.
I would love to be your mentor,
You're already my mentor in many ways.
and you're mine. I think people don't realize the importance of having good friends,
Good people around you.
good
The-
people
The right
around.
people.
Yeah, I've helped all the wrong people. Yo, you know, none of those girls even donated $1 to me or stayed with me. They all left.
Right, but they served a purpose in your life.
Correct.
So
But that
were
hurt,
they
Nelson.
that's okay. Pain is purpose. Pain teaches lessons. If it wasn't, listen, if you're a kid, how do you stop touching the stove? Your mom tells you,
No, I
no
touch it.
ponga la mano ahí,
I
no
touch
ponga la
it.
mano ahí.
Me quemo. Listen, I'm
There you
burned.
go. You can't see it, but yeah. That's how we learn. That's how little kids learn. They're not going to listen to their parents. How do they have to learn? They have to burn their hand on the stove. That's human beings. People are, oh, poor me. What is this happening to me? Because it's the only way you're going to learn. Because people have been telling you the same shit since you're fucking 5 years old and you don't fucking listen. It has to happen to you that way. Pain is, there's purpose in pain. In any kind of pain. Whether you're breaking up with the love of your life. Whether you're in...
I don't like that pain. Ese me
Nobody
dio
likes-
duro.
Yeah, but nobody likes any kind of
I
pain.
just got over a heartbreak.
That's okay.
Shout out to him too.
There's lessons in that too. There's lessons. Pain has purpose. There's lessons in every single. Whenever I'm
the
in pain,
blessed I'm the most blessed I've ever been.
why? Because of all the hardships you've been through. It's made you into the person you are today.
Fuck.
Take away all that hardship, all the hard stuff you've been through.
I would be bored.
You'd be soft, which is even worse. I'm telling you. Why am I capable of doing so many things and having so many skills nowadays? Because nothing bothers me. Life hasn't changed. Life is just as hard as it always will be, and it always has been. The difference is me. The difference is you. We're not the same anymore. We're capable of doing more. You have to think of yourself as a little Dixie cup, you know, those little party cups? You can't pour that much water in it. So you got to stretch and then become a bucket and then become, you know, like a Home
The
Depot
ocean.
bucket and then become a pool and eventually you become a lake. The more you're able to pour into yourself, the more you become. The difference is, it's not like, that's why I think people, like when people, oh no, he has it so good. No, he doesn't have it so good. He's dealing with the same shit he dealt with 10 years ago. The difference is he's a better human being. That's the difference between Michael Jordan when he got cut from his high school basketball team and Michael Jordan with 6 rings. He got better. Basketball was still hard. He was still playing against the best people in the world. It was exactly the same. What changed was him. And that's life. Bro, the key to life is so simple. Work on yourself and everything falls into place. Work on you, everything else works itself out. But people are external. They want all this external stimulation. Oh, when I have this boyfriend,
Yeah, but you know
when
why
I move
that
into the
happened?
house.
You know why that happened? Think about this. Before, when you used to take a picture, you took a camera. It developed like the Polaroids.
Right.
You had to put it in a dark room.
The red light bulb and all that.
This is why I keep saying we're plants. We start as a seed, sperm.
Mm.
You get put inside of a womb, which is the soil. You're in darkness,
The fertile ground. Yep.
which is
Even when a woman becomes
Soil.
pregnant, the egg gets fertilized. It's the same. Yeah, you're right.
We are plants. And if you can fucking understand that, because we're talking about very powerful stuff, like there's subliminal messages within what we're saying. And these are not surface level words. It's just whatever dimension of life you're in or you're at, we're on the same playing field, right? We're ambitious, entrepreneurs. I mean, we're working on fucking massive projects. You're kicking ass. I'm really kicking ass, or I'm getting kicked in the ass. So
either way, you're doing something. You're not doing nothing.
I do want to talk about an event that I'm having that's coming up.
Yes.
June 7th through June 9th. I am partnering up with the Do What You Love. That's Jessica Marquez. Jessica Marquez is like the woman. She's a one woman show, gets whatever you need done, she makes it happen. So we're doing a pop-up, right? It's at an art gallery. So the place is called The House for Events. It's going to be there in Wynwood. And yeah, just come by, say hello. We're also going to have, a Nest of Love pop-up there. I'm helping her plan the event, so it's been fun. It's been very interesting. We're going to have a youth program. So it's called Simply Youth. And that's going to be on Saturday, which is June 8th. And what we're doing is, so Jessica paints as well, right? She's a creative. So when she was 10 years old, she was selling her artwork for 10 cents.
Wow.
So now she's a mentor for Nest of Love, teaching kids how to do what they love. It's beautiful.
It really is.
I am so happy with life and all the obstacles that I've been dealt. Like when to know me is to love me, I think. That's just my opinion. But I'm here to change lives. I'm not a parent. I don't have kids. My kids are my nesties. That's what the Nest of Love stands for. It's a mother bird that nests her kids and teaches them how to fly off and be independent.
That's awesome. Guys, another quick break to hear from our second sponsor. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, the familiar voice of your host, Nelson Rodriguez Jr., taking a quick detour to talk to you about the best jewelry shop on the internet, Gus Villa Jewelry. Let's be honest here, guys. Jewelers in Miami are super shady sometimes. I've even been ripped off once or twice by one of these self-proclaimed alchemists that ended up being these weirdos who sell you a bunch of stuff that make your neck and your fingers turn black. Let me tell you, after I met my boy, Gus Villa, he elevated my bling game. The Gus Villa team, these guys are more than just jewelers. These guys are magicians, turning metal and stone into your next head turner. Trust me, these pieces shine so much you can see them from outer space. Head over to GusVillaJewelry.com, and because you're a Monty, that's right, part of the Montana Method crew, you can use the promo code Montana to snatch 5% off your order. You don't just get hooked up with some shine, you get to have some dough in your pocket. Double whammy. So guys, what are you waiting for? Elevate your jewelry game. Show the world what you got. You got some style, you got some bling, you're all blinged up. Come on back after you do that. We've got more Montana Method Madness waiting for you. Now back to the podcast. So Sam, we've been on almost an hour. I know you can't believe it. Yeah, I know. It's been crazy,
I'm excited.
This has been a lot of fun. I usually wrap up my shows asking 3 questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you the 3 questions. Question number 1. What inspires you?
Myself. Being a role model to my sisters really inspires me.
I love that. Would you say you had to be like a parent to them, sort of?
Yeah, of course. My sister, one of my sisters and I are 14 years apart. So my mom had me when she was 16 years old. So I think that she wanted me to learn, and she knew if she puts a little girl in my life, that will teach me, because I loved kids. So she's like, this little girl is bad. I was bad.
I remember.
Oh my God.
You were wild.
So
Even in middle school when we were kids, you were wild. You were like the Cubans say, "Suelta sin vacunar." You were wild.
but anyways,
Being a role model, inspiring other people. That's why I do this, man. You know what makes
you
all
inspire me.
Thank
You
you.
inspired me. I'm starting my podcast next week.
There we
Do
go.
you know how long I've been talking about doing a podcast for?
You didn't actually start doing it until you met me.
I'm not doing it. I'm very selective.
Mm.
So like I'll plan or think about a bunch of things. And I
Mm.
bought all the equipment, but I don't do it until God tells me.
Mm.
I'm on God's time.
It's important.
And when you live like that, worry free.
100%.
I fear the Lord.
Mm.
I fear that I'm not praying right now. I do pray that you have a successful show, and
Thank
I
you.
pray that this relationship evolves.
I think it will.
I know it will.
So, second question. What's next for Sam?
I'm gonna be a millionaire
Mm.
very soon.
Big words. I like big words. Big ambitious
What's
goals.
next for me right now is honestly, I'm doing my course for my mentorship. It's a 12-week course.
That's right. You were telling me about that.
I'm
That's awesome.
almost done shooting it. Let me tell you, yesterday I shot content for 8 hours. Like, I don't want to be famous. It's not for me.
No, but you don't have to. Nowadays, fame doesn't necessarily equate to success anymore. Like
No,
we,
it's not.
we thought that at one point as a society, but that's not necessarily the case. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, being successful is very personal. It's a very, you know what I mean? Like everybody's definition of success is different. It's
Correct.
It's not like money and fame and
Correct.
power anymore.
And what's the third question?
How do you want to be remembered when you're not here anymore?
I want everyone to say I changed their life.
It's important.
And a lot of people can say that about me.
So if you
If I haven't made you money, made money with you, or I taught you how to make money.
I love that.
This is the type of friend you need in your life.
Definitely. For sure.
Right now, I want to be your mentor. And I'm doing this live, okay? I guarantee you give me, we sit down, we set a goal, and we accomplish it. I want to show you what it feels like to have somebody believe in you.
That's why I'm here.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in your show. Like I said, I don't get on people's podcasts. I really don't give my time to people, period. I'm very selective. Like, I have a lot of work to do. I'm working on a lot of projects. Like I said, that event is coming up, in 2 weeks. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to be during Miami Art Walk, Miami. I don't know the lingo, but then after that we're doing another Feeding the Homeless.
We are.
June 30th. My friend here is going to help me plan it. It's easy. We just need Pete. Shout out to Pete.
I'll get him on board. Don't worry.
And Ross Mandel. Oh my God, I love that guy.
Shout out to Ross. It's my
Ross,
guy.
can you be my mentor?
He can. He definitely can.
He thinks I'm pretty.
I mean, that's obvious. You don't need.
I'm
approval.
not pretty to everybody.
Then they're fucking stupid if they don't think you're pretty.
All right, so you can follow us on Instagram.
Very important, guys. The Instagram below got hacked last night. Like literally, it sucks.
Literally, somebody stole my
So
Instagram.
don't follow that Instagram. What's the other, the Nest of Love?
Nest of NESTOFLOVEORG, I think.
Nest of Love org on Instagram.
And then if you want to check us out, go to nestoflove.org. And honestly, we're doing so many amazing things. Like, dude, we just fed 300 people. We had 30 volunteers that day. You remember?
I do. It was pretty cool.
How did that make you feel?
Like, if you really want to do something for the world, or if you want to do something meaningful. There's so many different ways to do it, and no matter who you are or where you are in life, you can do it.
Would you recommend to other people to volunteer for Nest of Love?
I definitely would,
Why?
100%. Because it makes you understand that the world is bigger than you. The world is bigger than you and your problems and your stress and your 9 to 5 and your mortgage and all the horse shit that you deal with that everybody, by the way, that everybody else deals with anyway. You're not special. The world is bigger than the day-to-day things that we prioritize that we should not prioritize. There's many people out there that are doing way worse than you, that by doing something as simple as giving them a plate of food, you've changed
Would
their
you
life
recommend me as a mentor to others?
I definitely would, especially to young women.
Why?
Because young women are lost nowadays. They have no direction. They don't know what they want. Social media has played a part in that. I think it affects young women even more than it affects young men. And a person like you, who's very ambitious, very like go
Resourceful.
resourceful as hell. If I could sum you up in one word, you're very resourceful, very ambitious, very positive. You're just a good influence all around, and you've done things to prove that you're more than capable of doing, setting a big goal and doing it. So, definitely.
Listen, I'll tell you, like, my advice to anybody is like, there's no limit. Really, sky is the limit.
100%.
And once you learn that you're not in control of anything, and you let go and you let God, your life changes. You live twice. No, you live once and die twice. So you die twice because when you actually get baptized or rebirth, when you actually learn who you are, that's when your life starts. That shit started for me young. Some people still don't know what to do. And it breaks my heart. I didn't have help. My mom didn't even believe in me. And I'm not mad at her. She fears things. She's afraid. She was a young mom. She had crazy responsibilities that didn't allow her to be my mom studied to be a paralegal. Now she's an entrepreneur now as an adult. But I mean, literally, I'm here, guys, to change the world. Like, honestly, I don't care about anything else. I don't care about money. I don't care. I want to help people.
You're doing it. Just like I told you yesterday, that's why you're blessed.
I've needed help. And didn't know where to go.
And didn't know where to go and didn't have somebody. And now you're that person for other people. Like I told you, hardship creates these special people. Why do I treat others with respect and kindness? Because I have been treated like shit. I've been in a prison and been degraded and dehumanized.
Yeah, when I went to jail, you know what they told me? I'm not even going to fucking tell you what they told me.
Well, I know because I did 5 months in federal prison. So because I went through that experience, I'll never treat someone else like that. I'll do the opposite. I'll treat them with kindness and respect and patience.
If someone is being ugly, it's because they feel ugly.
100%.
Just ask them, hey, what's wrong? Are you okay? Do you need anything? People always tell me, people remember me wherever I go. We went to eat breakfast. The lady was talking to us like if she was our best friend, right? I know how to connect with people.
It's a very valuable skill.
And I care. I listen. I don't care about all the stuff that people say. I'm not gonna lie. People talk a lot.
Sam, thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
So please follow Nest of Love ORG and come join me. Join our community. You will have so much fun. I promise you, it will change your life.
Alrighty, guys.
And honestly, stay tuned because my podcast is coming out. So my good friend Nelson is going to help me out.
I am, definitely. Alrighty, guys. So that's another episode of Montana Method Podcast. Your host, Nelson Rodriguez Jr., signing out. With Sam G from Nest of Love. As always, push it to the limit. The world is yours. If you're not chasing a dream, life is meaningless, guys. See you on the next one. Say goodnight to the bad guy.
I've been out here hustling all my life. Every day we get into it. Really out here in these streets. That's day and night. Like there's nothing to it. When I was going through it, dog, I never got your call. I never asked for nothing, no. But now I want it all. I promise I'ma do it. Came from rags to riches. Rags to riches. Came from rags to riches. Rags to